welcome back to Just the Zoom of Us. I know I say this every week, but I really am so excited for this week's guest. I'm going to be talking to Maitreyi Ramakrishnan, who is the star of Mindy Kaling's brand new comedy Netflix series, Never Have I Ever. If you liked this episode, please don't forget to like, comment, and share it with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe to Cosmo Middle East on YouTube so you never miss an episode of Just the Zoom of Us.
Just the Zoom of Us. Just the Zoom of Us.
Hey.
Hi.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Welcome to Just the Zoom of Us.
Thank you.
So excited to be talking to you today. I totally binged Never Have I Ever when it came out on Netflix. So I have so many questions I want to ask you, but first of all, how are you doing in lockdown? How's everything?
I'm doing good. I'm not gonna lie. I think my sleep schedule is so whack now that I wake up, ideally, if I can, I'll wake up at 3 p.m., but I'll stay up until 7 a.m. So I'll see the birds and the sun. Yeah, and then I'm like, oh, that's my cue to go to sleep. Yeah.
Well, at least you get to see the sunrise.
Exactly. I'm seeing new things in quarantine, new perspectives. We're going to call it that. That's what we're going to do.
Yeah, that's it. That's the one. So tell me how Never Have I Ever came about. I read somewhere that it was your friend that got you into it and you weren't actually even looking.
Yeah, she was the one who sent out Mindy's original open casting call because she posted it on her Twitter and her Instagram. And it was my best friend who screenshotted that and sent it to me saying, yo, we should do this, it'll be fun. And we only really did it just as a way to hang out with each other, to have something to do, right? After school. And that's what we did. We went to our library and we filmed it after figuring out how to use my mom's camera. And then once we did that, we were rolling.
Wow. And how long has it been now since you wrapped and everything?
Yeah, we wrapped the show in late October. And then I think it's almost coming up to a year now, a 1-year anniversary of my flight to LA to start filming.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's really big in the Middle East. It's really huge in this region. It's done so well. Did you think it was going to do really well? Because obviously it's got the backing of Mindy Kaling, so you kind of think it's going to do amazingly. But were you kind of ready for that response?
I knew it was gonna be good because obviously, yeah, Mindy Kaling, she's awesome. But also, I just have so much faith in the show. I knew it was just a good show. So I had a lot of confidence in it. But I don't think I could have ever really taken in how big it would be, To me, the fact that people in the Middle East are watching me, that's so crazy. That's so cool. Yeah, awesome.
Have you ever been to Dubai or UAE or Middle East or anywhere out here?
I've been to Dubai once when I was 7 years old. It was in transit to India. So that was really cool.
That is cool. You have to come back because everyone here wants to see you.
It's so cool. That is so wild to me.
What was it like working with Mindy? Tell us some of your life lessons that you learned from her. Let us absorb them.
Yeah, well, working with Mindy's amazing, number one. She really brings a team together of really nice people and just really, communicative people that are willing to really work as a team, which is awesome. With Mindy and Lang Fisher as well, they both create an environment where you never feel like you can't ask a question. You feel like you belong. Even though I had no experience, I never once felt oh, I shouldn't ask this question. That's a dumb question. They were truly encouraging. And both of their advice to me when we wrapped was to stay authentic. That was the biggest advice that they gave me that I'll really take home. And it's just the idea that I made it this far being myself, aside from acting, of course. But, getting the role and just how I work with people, just to stay true to myself and my own morals. And that's what I should continue to do.
One of the reasons that I think the series has done well, particularly in this region, the Middle East has a huge Indian expat culture. And the series has kind of really catapulted Indian and Bollywood actresses and female Indian Bollywood actresses onto these kind of mainstream media and streaming platforms like Netflix, which is amazing. Was that kind of one of the reasons that you were drawn to the job and to the script? Did you kind of think about that before going in? Because you must have become like quite a big role model for young girls.
Honestly, the reason, like, obviously, like, why I first did it initially is just the idea that I wanted to have fun, because acting is truly what makes me happy. And it's amazing that the script is about a first generation, Indian girl in, the Western world, because that's a lot of people right there. That's the story of a lot of people. Maybe not with the same personality, but just the idea of the first generation story being put up as the main character. That's really wild and awesome to hear, awesome to see. And I think that's another reason why I did so well as well, like the diaspora all over the world. So thinking about all of that, it's crazy how there's people that look up to me, like they see me as their role model. And I'm just like, hey, I'm human. I'm learning as I go. If you want to come on the journey with me, let's do it. But that's awesome that I get to be a role model for young girls as well, and young guys too, just anybody really. And hopefully I can build a way that more people can come through and also be a role model for more representation.
Is it true that you're 18?
Yeah, I'm 18.
Why are you so charismatic at 18 years old? I just don't get it. Like, what's going on?
I just talk. I don't know. I just do my thing. I could not tell you.
Oh my gosh, you're just like wise beyond your years. I kind of don't believe you, but it's fine. That's what you say, that's what we'll go with.
I'm secretly 80. It's fine. We'll say I'm 80.
I have a year-old soul, to be fair. I really do. Like, I collect teacups, which I think my great-grandma did, but that's fine.
Fine. Who cares?
Do you ever kind of feel like the pressure of being a role model? Do you ever kind of sometimes wake up and think, because you've got over 1 million followers on Instagram, so everything you're doing and putting online is being watched. Do you ever kind of think, oh my God, I really wish all these people would stop looking to me?
Honestly, I feel like the pressure, of course, to want to make sure I do like the best I can possibly be, be the best role model that I can possibly be and all of that. But at the same time, I also remind myself that I'm human and that I can only do the best that I can. And it's my nature to always want to do the best. So I trust myself to make sure that I'm going to be okay. And if I'm not, and I do mess up along the way, then I mess up and I learn and I grow. I educate myself and I move on to be better,
You are too wise. What do you kind of want, like, one main message to be that people would take away from this show? It's obviously very feel good and it's comedy, like it's a really nice, easy, feel good thing to watch, but what else do you want people to take away from it?
Man, there's so much to take away from it because there's so many different stories, and that's what I love about it, is that there really is something for everyone, whether you're like Devi in a personality sense, and you can relate to her directly. Or maybe you can relate more to, Eleanor's struggle with her family. Or maybe Ben or Fabiola. There's just so many different stories that happen. So I guess my one thing that I would want people to take away is just that relatability, to know that, their story is valid and that there's more stories to come. Everything that happens in high school especially is not the be all end all. Things do get better.
Have you kept in contact with everyone quite well?
On the cast, yeah. We have a group chat where we just send each other random videos, random BuzzFeed quizzes. Just the other day, Eleanor, Ramona Young, she sent us a BuzzFeed quiz on which Sailor Moon character are you? That was fun. So yeah, we definitely do keep in touch.
Obviously, we've all been in lockdown, but do you have any exciting things in the pipeline that you can share with us?
Right now, let's see. I recently got the new update for Animal Crossing. There we go. That's an exciting thing. Whoa.
Interview done. Let's end there.
Done. Yeah. No, honestly, I'm just reading scripts to find out what is it that I like. What's new for me to see. The things that I can see myself jumping into in the future and whatnot. But right now, just keeping it chill. And I'm excited for season 2. I'm really excited about that.
When is season 2?
As of right now, all I know is that it's gonna come out in 2021, but as to when we start filming, I don't know. Because you gotta stay safe. And I know like the cast and crew of Never Have I Ever, our top priority is just doing it when it's properly able, like we can properly be able to do it rather than just rush it and, not do it as great as we could.
Just because you said you were reading other scripts, if you had like a dream role that you could jump into next, like a genre, horror, psychological thriller, like do you love comedy?
I love a lot. I like my favorite TV shows are like The Office, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Good Place, Parks and Rec. But then on the other hand, like my favorite movies are like Parasite, Get Out, Us. And so it's like we're on two different sides here. But I think if I were to choose something, because I've already have the comedy thing down, right? And I have, Never Have I Ever going on with the season 2. I think I'd want to jump into a thriller. Like that would be so cool. Like a really, really messed up thriller. That would be awesome.
And just for all of our Indian followers and watchers and listeners and readers, when was the last time that you went to India, and do you have any plans? Again, I know the world is kind of has stopped for a while, but do you kind of have plans to visit again?
Yeah, definitely. Like last time I went was like when I was 7, but turning 8 for my birthday, which was awesome, and I loved it. Except for the heat. I just don't handle heat well. But recently, in January,
You live in Canada.
yeah, exactly. See, like I'm not built for this. I kept saying that in LA, like, guys, I'm not built for this heat. Can we go inside? Like, no, I don't like the heat so much. But yeah. In January, before lockdown happened and everything, I went to Sri Lanka. That was like my most recent trip over on that side. The closest trip I've had to India thus far. But that was really awesome. That was my first time going there. But hopefully I go back to India soon. That'd be really dope.
I love Sri Lanka. Oh my gosh, it's so
Yeah.
beautiful there.
It was my first time. It was really nice. They had a lot of great fresh fruit. I love like having juice, but like every time you order juice, it's just automatically fresh, you know?
It comes like in the fruit. Like if you order
Yeah.
coconut, it is the coconut.
Yeah, it's like here in bed. Done.
Well, it was so nice speaking to you today. I can't believe that I have actually just got to chat to you after I've just binged the whole series. I was like stalking you as soon as I finished it. I was like, I need to find her. We're going to do an interview whether she likes it or not. So thank you so
How
much.
it is. It's just how it is. Thank you for having me. It goes both ways, right?
Yeah. And come and see us when you're next in Dubai.
Yes, definitely. Thank you.
All right. Bye.
All right. Bye.